Hi there and welcome. I've just come in from a run and I'm going to show you a quick hamstring reset that will help promote recovery and also reduce the risk of injury. So all we're going to do is stand up against the wall. You're going to stand a bit away from the wall actually, and then bend your knees and then just fold forwards over your legs. So you might need to bend and straighten the knees a little bit to get some movement in there. If you've just come off a run, then this will feel quite good. You should feel in the calves and also in the hamstrings, and we're getting blood flow to that area. And then we're just going to fold forward and take a breath in and out. So the whole point of doing some kind of reset after a run is to lengthen and restore the muscles. So we're also allowing ourselves to relax. So the word stretch can be a little bit misleading because we start thinking about pulling on our muscles. We're not doing that. We're allowing them to release and relax. So to do that, you need to breathe as well. If you're holding your breath, just drop your head down, shake your head from side to side. If you want to bring some movement in there a little bit, then you can do again. And then see if you can go a little bit further forward. So try not to hold anywhere. So you might feel like you're tensing or trying to stop yourself from relaxing in this position. So just try and relax that. And be aware of it. And the breathing helps with that. So if we're breathing in, sometimes when you breathe out, you can actually just release a little bit more into it. Okay, then we're just going to roll up, nice and slow. So having the wall behind you also offers you some support, which is really helpful, especially if you're tight in your hamstrings. So we're now going to cross our ankles over, right over left, and then exactly the same thing. So keep a little bit of bend in the knee, and then we're just going to fold forward. You might want to just shift from side to side in the hips and drop your head down so that your neck is releasing. And again, the breaths, allowing yourself to relax in that position. You can even close your eyes if you feel like it. Just use this time as time to relax and reset. And just enjoy allowing your body to just be soft. And when we're training, quite often everything's tensed up. We're forcing, we're trying hard. This is trying to do the opposite now. So one more breath here, and then we're going to swap legs. So if you cross the left ankle over your right ankle, keep that bend in the knee, and then just roll down and relax into that. Now you might find one side, I can feel this in my hip a little bit more on this side. That's totally normal if you do feel it on one side more than another. None of us are symmetrical. And release your shoulders and your arms as well. Just let them flop and remember to breathe. Take your deep breath so you're breathing in and out. If you want to close your eyes, you can do. Do a quick body scan and see if there's anywhere that you are holding any tension, and try and release that. One more breath. Then we're going to uncross the legs and then gently roll up, nice and slowly. Give yourself a few shrugs in the shoulder. Okay, and then We're going to come down now to a squat position. Now, if you have any knee issues at all, then you just avoid this one. I'll show you an alternative in a minute. But if you are fine with your knees and they don't hurt in this position, then you're just going to slide yourself down the wall. If my wall was a bit less frictiony, it'd be a bit easier. And then just hold yourself in this position. So having the wall to support you means you don't have to balance, so you're just able to relax in this position. If your heels don't come down to the floor, then that's fine as well. You can put something underneath your heels if you want to, if that helps you. But otherwise, just relax in this position. You might want to shift from side to side. This is also a really good hip opener as well, as so all the hamstring muscle attaches in here around the back. So we're allowing that to release and also working into our hips. So just allow your arms to relax in wherever you want them to. So you might have them in this position, or you might want to gently push your knees out to the side and then just sway again from side to side. Just feel that movement in the hips. Remember to take your deep breaths. If you want to come out of it, if it's really uncomfortable and then go back in, then that's fine. And then we're going to come back up to standing. And we're going to keep our legs wide. And slight bend in the knee again. And then we're just going to roll down. You might want your legs a little bit further away from the wall. Just roll down and release your head. And then sway from side to side a little bit. You might want to bend and straighten the legs. Get some blood flow in there. And then what you can do is just cross your arms at the elbows and let your head drop inside your elbows, and then just release there. You might be able to straighten your legs in this position, some people can, but make sure you're not locking the knees out. And again, we're taking those deep breaths in and out. If you want, you can drop your hands down to the floor if that feels better. Or you can keep them crossed. It's up to you. One more breath. And release. So we're just going to do one more movement, which is we start over with our right hand on our right foot and our right knee bent, and we're just going to walk our hands over to the left and straighten that right leg and bend the left leg. So you're walking over and you're bending your knee. I'll show you from the front so that you can see a bit better. So you're bending that knee and then you're walking over to the other knee and bending that knee. And then back over. Just do a few more on each side. So this again, we're working into hips, and getting some mobility in there and some fluidity. And then we're just going to roll up. And heel toe your feet in towards each other. And then the final thing we're going to do to just relax and reset your hamstrings is you're going to lie down on the floor. This is a brilliant exercise if you're feeling stressed, if you've got anxiety, if you can't get to sleep at night. It's just one of my favourite things to do is legs up the wall. So if you want, you can get yourself a stopwatch timer or something if you want to stay here for a while. Then you might want to, but you basically need to get as close to the wall as you can But if your hamstrings are tight, you might need quite a bit of space here. And then you can have a bit of bend in your knees and your arms go out to the side. Just allow your shoulders to melt into the floor. Your lower back should be on the floor. So if it's up, if it's not in contact with the floor, then you might need to move back slightly so that it is in contact with the floor. And if your legs are shaking or you're finding this too painful, then move away from the wall and you will still feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your calves. And you can always move in towards the wall as well. So you can actually stay in this position for as long as you like. You can close your eyes, just draw your chin in so that your neck's nice and long. Hands up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders down into the floor. Relax the lower back into the floor as well. And you might want to just bend and straighten the knees a few times. Take a few deep breaths. And you can close your eyes here and stay as long as you like. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed.